Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sergeant Rich again. Sorry I am late on my podcast, but I had to visit my little sister in Las Vegas for her birthday, and couldn't really do a podcast from Vegas. Anyways, I wasn't set up there, but I digress. I'm back again. Going to share another tidbit that a lot of veterans don't know about, and that is tax exemption from property tax in your state. Now, California is you have to be 100% disabled, but you receive a huge 100% deduction of your property tax. I believe up to like $1 million or whatever, 280,000 or something. And the reason I'm telling you this is because my buddy and my mentor, Chuy Lopez is his name. He's 83 years old. He just recently, within the last year, we helped him get his 100% disability from the VA. He did not know about the tax break on his condo that he bought. And I told him about it. And the VA rep down in the Long Beach area, Orange County area, helped him out. And he was able to go to the county. And literally, guys, this is a lot of money for a disabled vet who's living on Social Security and 100% from the VA, which is a nice chunk of change. But living down south, especially in California, it's an expensive, place to be hanging out. So he got 100%, and now he gets his property tax exempted. He is saving himself $400 a month just in property tax. That's $5,000 a year, guys, that you should be getting back or could be getting back in the way of savings on property tax. Other states do it differently. Nevada, I have a place there that I call home. I switch back and forth between Nevada and California, but the property tax there is exempt when you're hit the 60% mark, and is prorated on the way up. So, and the problem with Nevada and a lot of states that you may not know of is you have to go in and do it annually. Well, I forgot to do it last year, and now I'm paying over $200 a month extra on my mortgage because I screwed up. Now, I didn't screw up this year because they have a fiscal year of July to July, and I signed up as soon as I was available to do it in October, which means it doesn't kick in till July 1. Shame on me. I know the process. I'm trying to teach the process, and yet I screwed up on the process. So I'm trying to help other people out there get a little bit more coin in your pocket. Now, every state is different. And from what I've understood on my studies right now is that 18 states give property tax exemptions at 100% only. I mean, at different rates or whatever the case may be. I'm going to share the screen just briefly because there's a lot to be shown up here. And let me go to right here. And we're going to share. And so this is the big part. Do you understand your benefits? Now, guys, unfortunately, many disabled veterans and able alike are often unaware of the plentiful benefits available to them. Now, this is a study in 2010 found that 59% of respondents said their understanding of available benefits was a little or not at all. Now, guys, there's so many benefits out there that the VA won't come and knock on your door and tell you about. You have to go and chase them down. And unfortunately, the VA, that's how they work. And that's how they're going to work. That's how they worked 30 years ago, and that's how they work now. You have to have people like me and others that are going to go and help people get what they have coming. All right. They're not just going to knock on your door and say, Mr. Veteran, Mrs. Veteran, Ms., whatever. And I'm not going to use pronouns because I don't believe in them. You're either a man or a woman. You're not anything in between. Okay. I don't care if you're gay, straight, bi, it doesn't matter to me. But this pronoun BS, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to use pronouns because you're either a man or a woman. Okay. And I don't identify as anything but a veteran and a man and somebody who served my country. That's what I identify as. A husband, a father, a grandfather. That's what I identify as. Somebody who loves my country. That's what I identify as. I'm not going to go and use him, her, she, it, whatever. It's all BS. And since it's a podcast, I'll say it. Bullshit. All right. But I digress. So, do veterans pay property taxes? Property exemptions by state. Guys, this is available. You have to get online. I'm going to put it up, and off to the side, it's saved. You can email me at sergeantrich@oldarmysergeant.com. That's sergeantrich at oldarmysergeant.com. Sorry about that. That's SGT for you guys who know how to spell sergeant correctly. I swear to God, I did not know how to spell sergeant until I became one, because sergeant doesn't make sense. I always thought it was SGT, period. No, it's SERGEANT. How that spells sergeant. Thank you, English language, for making something more difficult than it needs to be. Sergeant should be SARGENT. Sergeant. Two syllables, real easy. Sergeant. But no, we have to make it difficult and put an E in there. Anyways, so Alaska, Alabama, every state in the union has some sort of program for property tax, either breaks or exemptions completely. You just have to go and get online and put in property tax exemption for disabled veteran in my state, whatever your state should be. But look at this. I got this list in a matter of about 2.3 seconds. I typed the keywords in, and voila, I got a list for every state in the union and what they do. Some of them veterans. Look at Massachusetts. An exemption of $400 may be awarded for 10%. Okay, $750. Okay, so they do it a different way. All right, so every state does it different. It's not, some of them are not going to be complete exemptions. Some of them are, okay? But like I said, Nevada is really cool. They do it on a prorated basis. I only know because like I said, I live there half the time. And California, you got to be 100%. And I don't own this house anyways. My wife does, which is a whole different complete story. We won't get into it. Thank you for prenups. They go both ways. All right. Now, that being said, you just saw my list. You got to look it up. Guys, you got to be proactive out there. All right. Even you old timers, ask a young timer. And I'm considered a youngster, and I'm damn near 60. Okay. These Vietnam vets out there, they're all pushing 80 now. The Korean War vets are dying off. The World War II vets are, all over 100 now. And God bless them for being the greatest generation in the world, to pass the torch on to us youngsters. Hopefully I'm going to be able, someday my son will take this over, who served during the war on terror, global war on terror. But I digress. We're not going to make it long, short and sweet. Guys, you have to do the work, but you've got exemptions coming. You've got money coming back in your pocket. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, I always say guys, not trying to be sexist, just a general term. Okay, you can do this. Oh, by the way, check this out. I got my new GI haircut. You can even see my eyes. I'll take my sunglasses off for a minute. Got it all chopped off. One's on the side, looking sharp, taking all that gray off. And then my granddaughter, she went to the show and got me this new hat. Isn't it cool? All right. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But yes, I digress. Again, man, I guess I like using that word a lot. But I know nothing better than to say, hey, listen, I need to go and stop telling the same story. So Get out there, get online. I just keep on the table and my camera's jumping. And find out what you're entitled to. Guys, ladies, gents, you're entitled to stuff. Do a little bit of legwork. Call the DAV chapter in your area. Call the VA County Services. There's people out there that will answer your questions and will point you in the right direction or help you. It's not just me. I'm just giving you a little bit of information to make you a little bit more informed to go out there and ask the right questions. So ask about your exemptions based on your disability and your state. Now, next week, I have been asked by my lovely granddaughter, Jenna, to be part of the podcast because we're going to try to get some of the young teens here to take a look at how it is to become a veteran, which means you got to join. And she just wanted to be a part of it and be on a podcast with her friends and show it off. And maybe I'll just get more views and more users and, you know, get a diversity of people that want to go and learn about what it's like to be a veteran. This wall of honor means a lot to me. That's why it's up there. People say I had the most decorated office they've ever seen. Well, dang right. When you got 4 generations in the last 100 years and going back all the way to the Revolutionary War on my father's side, you're damn right I'm going to go and be proud of it. Okay. And you can't help but be proud of the fact that your family has served. Some have died. Okay. Some survived. Some are disabled. Some got hurt in Vietnam. My dad, my natural father, he got Agent Orange and died from Agent Orange 30 years after the war. So we're living with these stuff. PTSD out there, guys, man. The mental health is really starting to kick in with the VA. Take advantage of it. If you're having dreams, you're having nightmares, cold sweats, guys, I'm just here to help. There's so much out there we can do for one another. Reach out to your fellow veterans. Reach out to your old guys. I still stay in touch with 2 or 3 of the guys that served with 40 years ago. And we get together every now and then in Vegas and have a great time. So I'm just here to help. I love you guys. I'm always here to go and answer your questions. You just got to go to Sergeant Rich at oldarmysergeant.com. Sergeant Rich at oldarmysergeant.com. I can be found on YouTube and Rumble and Facebook at Old Army Sergeant. That is at Old Army Sergeant. Spread the word, spread the love, help one another. You can do this. Uncle Sam wants you to help your fellow veterans. So peace out, peace and love. Love y'all. Talk to you next time.